Hi, Mary. It's Ellen, and I just wanted to say that you are a true inspiration and an amazing example of how to do it all and have it all. You've made a huge difference in the lives of everyone who benefits from your work at the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, and to the millions of Americans you've been entertaining for all these years, as well as the many Swiss, Dutch, North African, Norwegian, Korean, Canadian, Puerto Rican, Welsh, and the Sumatran people who you've turned on with your smile. The world, really, and also the Belgians and the Japanese, everyone in Siberia, as well as Azerbaijan, Yemen, of course, Lapland.
Solidly herself.
Very intelligent.
Amazing.
An incredible spirit.
Funny.
Who can turn the world on with her smile?
Generous.
Vital.
Deeply funny.
Effervescent.
Fun.
And suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl.
A word to describe Mary would be Mary.
You're gonna make it after all.
I have known and worked with Mary Tyler Moore for 46 years and been in love with her for 47, because I fell in love with her the first time I ever saw her on the Dick Van Dyke Show.
We worshiped Mary before we met her. I mean, she was the dream to work with. There's no one who was alive and ever thought of writing comedy who was not in love with Mary Tyler Moore from the Dick Van Dyke Show. Nobody.
Mary Tyler Moore came into my life at a time when I needed her. I was casting for the Dick Van Dyke Show, and I needed somebody to play Laura Petrie. I'd seen about 60 girls, and I was losing heart. I didn't think I'd ever find her. And in walks this girl. She read 2 words. I grabbed her by the top of her head and I said, "Come with me." I walked her into Sheldon's office. We found her, we found her. It was Mary Tyler Moore. It was that kind of a discovery. I'll never forget it.
I told Carl Reiner, I said, she's beautiful and she's talented, but she's too young. She turned out to be the best comedy partner I ever had in my life. She could read my mind, and we became like an improv group.
You're laughing at me!
This cheese is disgusting. Get it away from me.
What's wrong with this cheese?
It smells like vomit.
Oh, stop being silly.
When we met on the set of Flirting with Disaster, it was like Ginger meeting Fred. And we just started dancing like we'd been dancing together all our lives.
I called Robert Redford, and he said, she's talented, diligent, classy, and be careful, she's very smart.
I'm glad you're back. Good night.
In her acting, there's always this great leveler of honesty.
She made it possible for me to play Abe Lincoln in Gore Vidal's Lincoln. She agreed to play Mary Todd Lincoln, and it made it possible for them to cast me. She still comes to her work as an actress with some of that dancer's discipline.
Okay, now I'm going to take you to the doctor.
My purse!
Oh, yeah. I think she's a consummate actress. She was the hub of that show.
She did everything great. First one there, last one to leave, hardest worker. I was so innocent at the time, I thought everybody was going to be like that. Since then, I've met nobody like Mary.
Mary Tyler Moore was not just a television show for me, it was a religion. I watched Mary, I wanted to be Mary. I even called the station in Minneapolis where I thought she worked to get myself a job there. That's how much I loved Mary. And I will have to say, nobody believes me when I say this, but I don't care. When Mary Tyler Moore went off the air, I grieved. Mary Tyler Moore, one of the greatest ever. I love her. So I was talking about Mary on a show, and my producers decided to surprise me here with Mary Tyler Moore. So I'm sitting here talking to the audience, just like I'm talking to you all right now, telling them how much I love Mary, how deep the roots go for Mary and for myself. And out comes Mary.
Who can turn the world on with a smile?
I thought I was going to lose my mind. I went into an instant, like, migraine headache. I was like trembling inside. I went into the ugly, 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 snot cry. And since that time, there's never been another surprise on this show.
Mary takes the fear out of the word diabetes because she's such a survivor, and she's been a survivor for so long.
I didn't always talk about my diabetes until the Juvenile Diabetes Foundation started talking about a cure.
JDRF needed an image of what we are, what we're about, and we learned that Mary had diabetes. We reached out to her. She understood what we were going to try and accomplish. It's not an easy disease to carry on your back.
For me and the children in this room, every day living with diabetes is a day closer to the serious complications from this disease. For me personally, diabetes has taken quite a toll. As you may know, I've been battling the disease for almost 40 years. That is every minute of every day for 40 years.
She walked the halls of Congress until her knees and legs hurt. I mean, there wasn't a senator or congressman she didn't want to see. She believes in us like we believe in her.
To achieve our goal.
If she hadn't been there, the organization and the treatment would not be the same. She's very powerful.
What we need now is a massive amount of money.
Mary went public with the fact that she was diabetic at a point where actresses wouldn't make that choice. And Mary is a private person. So whatever it took for anybody, it took more for her. And then when she went through the wall, she just, nobody could do it better.
She takes the stigma away from it, and she brings in the courage.
She turned diabetes into a real thing that people knew about and learned about.
When she talks to children, they stand in awe, total awe of her, and she makes them so comfortable. She says, "Do you have diabetes?" "I do." When Mary started with us, we were making about $3 million that we gave to research. Today, we have now given over $1 billion to research worldwide. That's a difference that Mary Tyler Moore made working with the volunteers of JDRF.
As a type 1 diabetic with a type 1 daughter, I'd like to say thank you to Mary.
Hey, I couldn't miss this chance to congratulate you on all that you are doing to find a cure for diabetes for all of us who live with that disease every day.
I would like to thank the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation for honoring my good friend Mary Tyler Moore this evening. I can't think of anyone more deserving of this lovely honor.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary, America's sweetheart. Happy birthday to you. I love you very much. Have a great night. Mwah.
So Mary, happy 70th birthday. Who can believe that you're 70? You are the role model still for all of us.
What? Mary, you didn't turn 70. Why did you tell people that? You could pass for 61, 59 if you wanted.
Mary, I salute you.
Thanks for being a role model.
Keep the passion that you have because it helps all of us.
I wish she would keep turning the world on with a smile.
She should live to be 120.
Happy birthday, Mary.
We all love you. Happy birthday, Mary.
Even at your age, you're still too young for me. Congratulations, Mary.